So you're new to the United States, or maybe you're just planning a long stay. One of the first things you'll wonder is, how am I going to get around? Well, for most people, the answer is right behind the wheel of a car. Today, we're going to lay out your personal roadmap to driving in the USA. Let's get into it.
First things first, let's tackle the big one. Do you really need a car here? Look, in most parts of the country, the answer is a big, resounding yes. It's not just about it being convenient. It's often your only key to getting to work, to school, and just, daily life.
And this quote right here, it just nails the feeling. Driving in America is so closely tied to this whole idea of freedom. It's that independence to go where you want, when you want, and to really explore this huge country on your own terms.
Okay, so beyond that feeling of freedom, there's a really practical reason a car is so vital. It honestly just comes down to the massive scale of the American landscape and how everything is designed. You've kind of got two different Americas when it comes to getting around. In a few giant cities, like New York or Chicago, sure, public transit is great. But pretty much everywhere else, the whole country is built for cars. Once you're outside those big city centers, public transport is either super limited or just doesn't exist at all, which makes a car your absolute lifeline.
So what about your license from back home? Can you use it? Well, the answer might surprise you. It totally depends on the state you're in. Some states will give you a grace period, maybe a few months. But others, they want you to get a state license right away. So the number one thing you gotta remember is this. Check the specific rules for your local DMV. Seriously.
All right, so you need a state license. That means your next adventure is a trip to the Department of Motor Vehicles, or, as everyone calls it, the DMV. Now, I know the DMV can sound a little intimidating, but it's really just a quest with a clear set of steps to win. The path to getting your license pretty much breaks down into these key steps. You'll start by studying the state's driver handbook. That thing is your best friend for the written exam. Once you pass that and a quick vision test, the final boss is the practical, behind-the-wheel driving test. Nail that, and that shiny new license is all yours. So what should you bring with you? Well, the exact rules can change a little bit from state to state, but you're almost always going to need two key things. First, your passport, to prove who you are and that you're here legally. And second, some kind of proof of residence, like a utility bill with your name on it, to show you actually live there. Now, here is a super important number I want you to burn into your brain. 3. In a lot of states, you only get 3 shots at passing your driving test. If you fail that third time, you often have to start the whole process over again. Yep, that includes retaking the written test. So yeah, practicing beforehand is a really, really good idea. And speaking of that test, let's talk about the actual skills you need to master. And this isn't just about passing an exam, This is about becoming a safe, confident driver on American roads. The driving test really just boils down to showing that you have consistent, safe habits. The examiners are looking for all the little things. Are you buckling up before you even start the car? Are you checking your mirrors and your blind spot before you pull into traffic? And are you always using your turn signal, or as most people here call it, your blinker? I want to just pause on this one for a second because it's that important. Signaling is not a suggestion. It is the main way you talk to every other car on the road. It's how you make driving predictable and safe for everybody. It is absolutely non-negotiable.
All right, license in hand. Now comes the really fun part, finding your car. Let's dive into how you actually get your own ride. For a lot of people just starting out, a good, reliable used car is the way to go. Just look at this example, a 2002 Toyota Corolla. Yeah, the mileage is up there, but these cars are famous for just running forever. At an asking price around $2,700, this gives you a real-world idea of what an affordable first car might look like. Okay, so you've found a car you like. Here's a simple checklist to protect yourself. First off, ask for the vehicle history report to see if it's been in any major accidents. Second, ask about how it's been taken care of, oil changes, tune-ups, that kind of stuff. And most important of all, always take it for a test drive. Feel how it runs on the road before you even think about putting money down. So, you've got a car. Awesome. Now let's talk about a really smart way to use it that's going to save you money and help the planet. It's a simple but powerful idea called carpooling. The whole concept is super simple. Think of it this way. Instead of 4 people driving 4 different cars to the same office, you all ride together in one car and you just take turns driving on different days. It's basically like organized ride sharing with your coworkers. And the benefit for the environment? It's huge. Look at this. By putting 4 people in one car, you're literally taking 3 other polluting cars off the road for that commute. That's an instant 75% cut in pollution. The impact is just massive. So when you really break it down, carpooling is a triple win. It's a win for the planet, it's a huge win for your wallet because you save a ton on gas, and hey, it can actually be a great way to make some friends at work. And there you have it. That's your roadmap. From the DMV to the dealership and beyond, you now have the tools you need to hit the road. So we'll leave you with this thought, which brings us right back to the beginning. You've got the license, you've got the keys. The only question left is, where is your road trip going to take you?